Tired Cappy in the sea. Ba ba ba. Fuck you, not me. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. What is the lyrics of that? Ba, 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 ba. It's a religious song. I know all these songs that are stuck in my fucking head. Had this asshole, this fucking dipshit, not know who I was. Because when I go to bed at night, you just can't go to bed. You people, they say, oh, I just went to bed. I'm like, I hate you people. I just hate you people. So to lull myself to sleep, I'll read through the comment section. And it's going, guy. I had a video last night about religion and what if people told me religion was wrong. And standard Christian, standard, my Bible, my truth, my everything. If you read through the Bible, you'd know differently. And then it's like, I feel like Cartman, like, you guys. Because Cartman in South Park was the genius. He is the genius. He sees everything. He sees humanity for the degenerate, stupid, worthless, dumbass filth and trash that it is. And he's simply a Machiavellian trying to take advantage of it. And he's waiting for the rest. Now Cartman has his faults. He has his flaws. He's completely amoral. He's a fucking weakling on top of it. He's evil is what he is. That's why everybody loves him, because everybody's evil. Like, come on. Just, I'm not expecting you to be at my level, but can you get above Sopwith? Like it's like planes. Like, I like to think of myself as, frankly, the SR-71 Blackbird. I'm not a space shuttle, but I'm about as best of the plane you're ever going to get, like within atmosphere. Okay, I don't go up into the past that. And I'm just expecting a couple people to get up from Sopwith Camel level to like P-51. Can we do that, guys? Huh? Can we come up a little? Hey, not even asking you to break the sound barrier. That'd be too much work for you precious little pansy, swipple conservative types. Okay? Your wife may not let your balls off the chain that quickly. All right, but can we get above 2,000 feet? Can we break 200 miles an hour? And so Cartman, and I had that Cartman moment, like, oh, God. Because this idiot did, I'm like, yeah, I only went to parochial school for 7 fucking years. Had a bad dad as a pastor, and through osmosis, because the Bible is shoved up my ass, I probably know more than most pastors about the fucking Bible. Well, legit pastors know, who actually went to seminary and actually had to study the Bible, no. But the ones like, I went online, I'm a preacher, I got my certificate, I got tattoos on my knuckles for Christ. Okay, buddy. Nicholas Wolfwood wannabe. Nah, only the true geeks are gonna get that one. Nicholas Wolfwood, great hero. Truly for the children, but murder everybody else. I guess that's the morality today. So yeah, he's like, if you read the Bible, I'm like, oh, dude, guys, don't hit me so early in the morning with those negative waves. Combination. Cartman, Oddball, Nicholas Wolfwood, and you get Cappy. There you go. A little bit of Malcolm Reynolds. Just going to say that there, because I am the independent man. I just need to be really tall and good looking. Then maybe I'd look like Malcolm Reynolds. It's Good Morning Coronachan. This is going to be a short one, because I have shit to do. And you usually know that means it's going to be a 4.5 hour fucking podcast. But, you know what? Let's get through the sponsors real quick. Let's knock that out of the way. Then I don't have to worry about that shit. Where'd it go? Good Morning Coronachan. Here's my file. All right. Ah, shit. Do I even want to go through this shit? Target bending its ass over. Target, why don't you just offer up all your female employees to go fuck minorities, huh? Why don't you just go do that? Fuck minorities and social justice warrior white kids. Why don't you just create a concubine? These people destroyed your oh God, you're such cucks. Target, thy name is cuck. I'm not even going to go over that. I deleted that. Got some old school articles. Maybe I should just do this as a cleanup podcast. We clean up all the good articles that are from a while ago. We're gonna get rid of that. All right, here we go. Common Sense Coffee. commonsense.coffee. I'm going to put this in the thing. This guy, he reached out to me. He sells coffee. He's not a Marxist. I like coffee. Oh, God. By the way, on a side note, I brewed myself one hell of a cup of coffee today. I don't know what I did, but I got to go and mark down the water to grounds ratio. I did, but this is an amazing cup of coffee. Like, I like, you know me. I won at life. Yay. You all think you want to win it at life. You all want to get to that finish line. You're like, what do we do now? I'm like, I don't know, motherfuckers. Welcome to the finish line. Have a cup of coffee. You figure it out. Let me know. Wake up. My poor girlfriend. She's got to wake up with me every day. Although I usually sleep in past her. So she gives me a kiss goodbye. Sometimes I remember. Sometimes I don't, depending on how deeply sleeping I am. And she takes off. But I can imagine, like, another day to get through until I could go to sleep again. Which is how I look at most days now. I go make my coffee. And like, I sit outside. I look at the plants. I have a relationship with plants now. Because I got a... oh, no, I put it outside. That's why it's outside. I have a pesto. What makes pesto? Oh, shit. What the hell makes pesto? I'm going to rack my brain about this. What makes pesto? You all know a pesto plant. You all know what I'm talking about. Basil. Basil. That's what it is. I got a basil plant. Many years ago, the GF bought me a basil plant from Trader Joe's. Well, she didn't buy me a basil plant. She bought a plant of basil because we wanted to use basil, make caprese. Because we're rich white motherfuckers like that. Actually, anyone can make it. It's actually a really good, healthy. It's not bad. It's really tasty. Easy to set up. Even I can do it. I get cut up. I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can. So if you want to feel rich, but not really be rich, go get basil and then make some caprese. So she bought this basil plant. It's like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, back when I was in the WBL. And I don't know what we did, but this basil plant took to me like a loyal dog. And it was like a woman. You could beat the shit out of it, and it would just give you more. I mean, we would plucking that thing full of its leaves, sprout out shit the next day. And I think there must be a great symbiotic relationship. It had the right sun. It had the right water. I tossed a little bit of water. I put it not out in direct sun, but kind of ambient, indirect light. And then I gave it coffee grounds. And that's been my trick. It's been my trick with plants. I'm like, yeah, I probably need some coffee grounds. It's like, men, probably needs a chick with big tits, a tight ass, and a tight stomach to give it a blowjob. You know, maybe it's not for every guy, but it's going to work for the vast majority of men. Yeah, what does that guy need? I think he needs a blowjob by a hot chick that doesn't have a fucking gut. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. He got a little skip in his step. He woke up early. He was happier. He went to work. GDP produced 300%. Holy shit. Who knew that the key to economic growth and wealth was to make men fucking happy sexually? Who had a fucking idea about that? So that's my general plan. Like, well, how do you make men happy? I don't know. Hot chicks and blowjobs. A very simple, universal kind of, be you yellow, black, or white, you are children in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. So we could go to Antarctica, which I don't know if they had. Do they have people? I know they had people in the north. You have the Eskimos. I don't know if they had people in Antarctica. Were there natives to Antarctica? There's a question. Somebody looked that up. I'm just saying, no matter where you are in the world, hot chick sucking your dick. All the variants of males plants. All of them. Girls sucking your dick that's hot, probably help you grow. Probably make you happy. And so I think that's my general strategy with plants. The horticulturalist that I am. Horticulturalist. Give them coffee grounds. It seems to work. So we had this plant 5 years ago, this basil plant. It was like the giving tree. It just kept giving, except with not such a tragic, sad end. This thing just kept producing basil leaves after basil leaves after basil leaves. And we just, and I was like, God, and we got to the point. I mean, it was producing so much leaves. We got sick of caprese. And I think the GF ended it where she's like, okay, I'm just going to make some pesto. So we harvested all of it. It didn't grow. I think it got started becoming winter. Didn't get enough sun. And we tried it another couple times, see if we could find the forever giving tree of basil. And we couldn't, and just that. But now this buddy of mine, is like my child. This is the only thing I really got is my child. This thing is like, it's acting like a woman. The more you pull off of it and treat it like crap, the more it wants to produce for you. It's amazing. Aaron, that's dark humor. Yes, it is. Watch Norm McDonald's Janice skit where he makes murder funny. Okay? Try an open mind. Not advising that you abuse women. I'm just saying it works better when you date. Okay. All right. That's too far. That's not correct. You just be a good boy and a nice guy and treat women with respect. And you'll be sensitive and a caring, sensitive 90s man. And then the woman may let you cop a feel over the bra, but not under it. Okay? Okay? You don't be a bad boy. You be a good, obedient soy boy, just like over at the Republic of Chaz. So, my basil plant. You kind of sizing up. It's looking at you. You're looking at it. Kind of like a dog, like a kid. All right, kid, who's going to win here? I can't beat you legally. Behind the shed I can, but you're sizing it up. Me and the basil plant had a stare down. And I think we came to an understanding. And this thing is producing a lot of leaves now. We've had caprese 3 times off of one basil plant. And all I do is I give it a little bit of water every day. I take it for a walk. I like to think it's a walk. I just put it outside. One time I left it out in the heat and it started wilting. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, basil plant. I'll never do it. Like leaving your kid in a hot car. Now I know what it's like to be a degenerate single mom. Because get it? You gals leave your kids in the car because you don't give a shit about it because it's just a government check for you. But oh shit, it's a human being. And now there's like legal consequences, except it's a basil plant for me, so there's no real consequence. I just feel bad about torturing a basil plant. But you're okay with just collecting your government give me that checks? And you leave your kid, huh? Right? Huh? It's kind of like that, except, well, you go to jail. I'm in rare form today. All right. So the basil plant, I left it outside a little bit too long. It got too hot and it started to wilt. I'm like, oh shit. And I also leave it on a plate because sometimes I like to suck up the water. So you leave it a reservoir. It wicks. That's the word. It wicks up. I'm like, oh shit. Basil plant. I run indoors. I took the plate off because the plate was hot. I even ran cool water off on the thing to cool it down a little bit and gave it a little bit more water. And it came back. It was fine. But man, that thing's been producing. And I don't know if it says the original heroic basil plant I once had 4 or 5 years ago. But this basil plant's coming up. Actually, let me take a look at it up there. Yeah, it's doing fine. Those little it keeps growing. You almost have to prune it so that the other leaves that are inside, there's like multiple stalks coming out. And if the big leaves form, it doesn't get enough sun. So you got to pluck you almost have to do it regular. But man, I think we got another contender over here. It's like, bringing up a new boxer. Like you chant, Rocky, like you got Rocky and now it's Tommy Guns and then it's Creed. Make fun of that all you want. Sylvester Stallone has made billions off of that Rocky shtick. But, so I go out, I had my coffee. Oh, wait, I should go get some more. So I go out, I have my morning coffee. Because again, now I'm bringing it back now. I'm grumpy. What are we going to do today, Brain? Same thing we do every fucking day. Wait for my fucking house to be built in South Dakota. Get the fuck out of here. And so I sit and I look at it and I go, okay, and following the great one, only about 30% success rate. Go and sit and relax and take things in and be aware. Have mindfulness. So I go have a coffee. And it's really hard to forcefully do meditation in the Zen thing. Like when you force yourself to do Zen, it's like women forcing themselves to have sex when they don't really want to. I understand that, ladies. It doesn't work. So I go have my coffee and I look, and then I got my plants. So there's my basil plant. I take it outside because it's been inside all night. I take it out. We don't have a conversation. There's another plant, the tree. Now, the tree is not part of the family, but it's a neighbor. And this tree has all these vines and other parasite trees, I think, growing, because it used to just be the straight, beautiful tree with the stem, and then flower it up, just very neat, organized, like it should be. And then, like social justice warriors or Democrats, all of a sudden this parasite thing started growing around it. Now there's like this, it's not really a vine. I don't know what it is. It's vine-like. It kind of is glomming onto the stem of the tree, and other leaves are growing, and I'm looking at it, and there's a piece of me just want to take some snippers and just clean up the tree a little bit. But the problem is that's not my tree. This is owned by somebody else, and because reasons and lawsuits, and not anyone's going to sue me, but I'm kind of like looking at this tree. I'm like, I don't like seeing that tree get choked out by the parasites, by the Democrat vines. And it's right there. It's right in front of me, a little bit down, but I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like this tree. I like the tree. I don't like the vines. And so then I get agitated again. I don't calm down. I don't, it's impossible. I think I'm going to have to throw in the towel on this. I try. I think I've learned some lessons about chilling out like the great one. But it's going to be torture fighting against my nature. Come on, I'm 45. This is who I am. Maybe I should be a rebel and take the snippers I got in my toolbox and go and clean up that tree a little bit. And then probably, did you? We got a report from a Karen, and you took the vines off the tree. Lady, shut up. That should be a book. Should be a book, I think, of America nowadays. All Western civilization should be, lady, shut up. That should be I made a post. Maybe I can find it. Let me see if I can't find it. On Twitter. Hang on. Let me see if I can't find this. Yeah. All right. So here's a Twitter. I'm going to put this in the chat room. You guys can take a look at this. To show you the petty BS they have to deal with. So someone put together a meme. I didn't. It's a picture of a Calvin Klein pinup, probably from the 90s. He says 1999, but you don't know. And it's this really in-shape gal, bikini, good-looking gal. And then today, it has to be this year or 2019, is this fat, overweight black woman, also a Calvin Klein model. And like some hashtag, I am my own beauty. Whatever you fat, degenerate, worthless women want. Whatever. Okay, fine. Go masturbate to yourselves. Go live in your little cult. Live in your little commune where no man's going to visit you and tell yourself you're beautiful. I don't care what you girls do. Absent of a bull, female cows will hump each other. And I'm not talking about lesbianism. Just go console yourself, as long as you don't have to hit the gym and put forth effort. It was a very clear and obvious, here's a woman who does work. Here's a woman who does not. And Calvin Klein, like the standard pussy corporation, placating, amoral, spineless fuck of a company that it is, big is beautiful, whatever. So I posted this, and it is true. It's like, for all the failings of Gen X women, of which there are more than there were salvations. A horrible failing on the part of a generation of people in general. At least there was this attempt to remain beautiful. None of them lied to themselves. Big is beautiful. Look at me. And I just tweeted out, I hashtag Gen Z, because I'm trying to help out Gen Z, which I know is a stupid try. I know. It is help out Kevin. Hey, Gen Z, you don't want to fuck up? There you go. Entire chapter about not being fat in there. Men and women alike, but women seem to be more addicted to the fat. Just Sadly, they're not much different than a fat monster with no sentience. Just kill, destroy, love me, feed me. You are sexist if you don't find me attractive. So I hashtagged Gen Z in there because I'm trying to reach out to Gen Z and give them an alternative theory as to, oh, you exist, so the world must suck your dick, which is basically what America, public schools and academia has taught children since about the 80s. You exist, the world should suck your dick, you're entitled. And there's like these no names. So I must have gotten shared in some fat positive, body positive, bloated, ugly women group. And of course, they're avatars. They have no, I'm not saying that the number of Twitter followers you have is any indication. I mean, I know some of you have personal accounts. It's not a professional account. I get it. But just how shallow. You're never going to find a woman with that attitude. Gen Z is going to take over. It's just like, again, Cartman. Okay, guy. Okay. SR-71 Blackbird. These gals are not even sobbed with camels. They're not getting off the ground. They're carts. They're mule carts. They're screaming at the sky. And there's a segment. I don't think it's I think everybody knows nobody likes fat chicks. I think we know that. But there is such an amazing amount of infrastructure and investment made into people today, especially young women, but especially at such an early age. That they're pissed off. They're pissed off that men have standards, that men have preferences. I don't like that. No guy likes the fat chicks. And now that's bad. How dare you men want to be physically attracted to women? It brings up the whole philosophical point. Well, if we're not physically attracted to you, then I guess we're all just friends. You know, they remove this whole idea of sexual attraction, like this, which is the whole point and purpose of life on a reproductive level, at least. Like, wow, I want to put this thing I got down here inside your thing multiple times a lot, sometimes other holes, and not even for procreation, just because I like you. How you doing? Where can I make a deposit on any place on your body? Let's go. Let's go have fun. I'm going to hold your hand too. Like even something, it doesn't even have to be grotesque or sexual. I want to hold your hand. I want to put my arm around. I want to flirt with you. I want to, hey, how you doing? And that's all based on sexual attraction. If you remove the sexual attraction, then you're one of the guys. If you're even an outstanding woman, like to be one of the guys, you got to be like our buddy Price, our buddy Jesse. She's a mechanic. She throws things. Our good buddy Mary Jo. She's another, pretty as she is. Don't let her looks fool you. Don't let her. She can throw with the rest of them. She's one of the guys. She says hurtful words. Hurts my feelings. Hurts so much. There are women out there that it's like, oh, you're a buddy. You're a chum. Okay. But if I'm not physically attracted to you and I'm not sticking my thing into your holes, well, then fuck romance. Fuck sex. Fuck flirtation. Fuck it all. You're just another buddy. You're a chum. Punch you in the shoulder. How you doing? And that's where this fat acceptance, where this, you're never going to find a girl. Well, yeah, I guess not. Because what's the point? If I don't want to fuck you, I guess we're all friends. You know, they're okay. Hey, how you doing? No, I don't want to go home with you. You're fat. Fuck you. Or not fuck you. And there's going to be these poor women. Oh, if it didn't already happen to Gen X, it's certainly going to happen to millennials. But my God, Gen Z, holy shit. You women are going to have this tortured life where you actually are led to believe in your frontal cortex, in the hindbrain, you know better, but in the frontal cortex, like, well, he should just love me with no consideration for hardwired male biology, for male reality, no consideration for that. And you're going to have like this huge battle within your head, this huge cognitive dissonance where you are desperately going to want to fall in love, have things inserted into various holes, have your hand held, have a guy flirt and tease you. But you're gonna like, oh no, the entire fundamental premise, the entire engine, the fuel by which that passion and love and flirtation and fun is based off of, you got rid of it because you don't believe in physical attraction. Because you're just too, let's be very clear why you girls want to be fat, because you're too fucking lazy. You're too fucking lazy. You can't set down the ho-hos. You can't go for a fucking run. Power walking woman, look out, she's a fatty. She thinks she's really in healthy shape because her doctor said, you're in good shape for an old fucking fatty power walking woman. Look out, she's gonna walk a quarter mile real fast, but she still got a huge ass. And her husband don't want to fuck her no more. Power walk, power walk, power walk. Those gals. I wait for a walk. I took the stairs. Those gals. Oh, let me bend you over, babe. Power walk, power walk, power walk. And then they wonder. And so these poor Gen Z, and I saw these Twitter nobodies, these NPCs. How dare you, beauty? I mean, and little children, I know they're under 30, probably under 25. Just spew, like they actually believe that you men having standards and wanting to be physically attracted to a woman is wrong. That you guys like, look, I don't make this up. If you're not hot naked, this thing is not going to get erect. That's not a choice. It's reality. It's nature. And then you gals are like saying, that's bad. You're evil. That the idea of masculinity itself is toxic. So you men, go change now and find my fat ass attractive. And here's the thing. You're not going to fight. I know you guys on the, you can't even say the right, just the not psycho left. You get all pissed off because these gals have these delusional standards that you want to yell at them like, no, fuck you, fatty. I don't want to have the irrational. Let it happen, man. Let it happen. This is the world you were born into. This is modern day zeitgeist. I actually know what that word means now. Don't worry, I had to look it up too, okay? I'm an author. I don't know what the fuck is a zeitgeist. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I see where people use it. Just let them live. Let them live. No fat woman is happy. None. They're not. I would argue, unless you're like a true intellectual titan or asexual, and you're just really content with yourself. I'll admit, in a population in the United States of 320 million, there's probably some happy fat women, no doubt about it. Perhaps one could even make the argument that women don't like men that much to begin with anyway. That's a theory I've been kicking around because some data is coming in. I'm like, that's interesting. Postmenopausal women, they just want to be fat and happy. Fine. But the vast majority of fat women aren't happy. They're just not happy. And they're going to be miserable for their entire lives. And the constant struggle that they face is, I would have to do work to be physically attractive, to find a guy that finds me, or just people to like me. I would have to do work. And that is so scary to them. Such a daunting prospect that you have this part-time job. Like I said, I have always told men, you have multiple mandatory part-time jobs. The gym, entrepreneurship, savings. Women, stay to fucking shape. But then I'd have to set down the ho-hos, and I'm used to watching TV. And I like to think my power walk is real exercise, but I don't want to do that. And so they're afraid of that. Okay, they make a choice. They make a choice. Maybe not conscious. Maybe driven by genetics and biology, because laziness is the ultimate survival strategy. Why expend calories of energy? I mean, think of the idea of working out. It's kind of stupid in the grand scheme of it. You're like, why would you waste your energy? Well, we got ample calories of energy now. And so they're just going to sit there and they're in a purgatory. They're not on either side of the fence. They sit on the fence, which is a miserable place to be. And there they sit. Why don't men fire out the man? I can't find him. I'm big, he's beautiful. You can't handle all the standard bullshit we hear. You can't handle a real woman. You're intimidated by me. Blah, 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 blah. And then they get old. And now it's too late. You're old. You could be attractive to an 80-year-old man when you're 65, I guess. But men in their 80s they don't make it. What was it? Better Batcher was talking. I got some articles here. This is germane to this. He was talking about how there's a women's in there like 50 plus. They went on a speed dating and no men showed up. I'm like, nah, that's not true, is it? Hey, I got here. Let's. So I looked it up. Now some of these are dated, but it still makes my point. From 2017, Art Museum hosts a speed dating night and only women show up. We don't have to read through all this, but no, I don't know. No, LA Times, no. I'm not going to go through this. Nope. I'm not subscribing, LA Times. The whole point, Art Museum hosts speed dating night and only women show up. Why Brooklyn dudes are leaving girls out in the cold. Brooklyn. But see, it's Brooklyn, huh? By Tim Donnelly in 2013. How fucking funny, dude. I get it because you're like all a bunch of hipsters right now. Like in 2013 when you were younger, but you're like 7 years older now. You're still in the same shitty spot. Who's Tim Donnelly? Wonder who Tim Donnelly is. I know we're detracting. Tim Donnelly. No image. Oh, he talks about Brooklyn. Oh, wow. Look at this. Get your public drinking, weed smoking, other mind stuff cleared out without being arrested. Oh, dude, what would we do without Tim Donnelly? Paraphrase. Where did it go? Proletariat. But the sad truth is that we, the dudes of Brooklyn, the proletariat, huh? How witty of him. He's like probably a way more accomplished author than I am, are all apparently not helping the situation. Oh, I present exhibits A through Z every single time there's some sort of single event, date off, sexy party. The place is overflowing with ladies, and not just any ladies, but babes, cute girls, and with food blogs, light brown hair and quirky skirts, or tall ones with stylish glasses and a hopeful smile who can't help but bite the side of their lip out of nervousness. Take, for example, the literary speed dating of our friend Joe Firestone. Oh, I bet you we looked her or him up. They're a successful person. Is hosting at Housing Works. Is that a company that filed for bankruptcy too? On the day before Valentine's Day, she's got binders full of women and practically no men. So much so that there's now a freaking discount for straight guys. What gives, bro? I'll tell you what gives. So there's that. Where is it? Is this in Australia? Cape Breton, is that Australia? I'm seeing a lot of British names. A speed dating event in Member 2 canceled due to lack of men. And here's this fat woman, Kim McDonald, owner of Queen of All Hearts Dating Services. Wow, I want a fat middle-aged Karen telling me how to date. Look, this is the end of the line for these gals. This is it. Biggest beauty. This is what happens. This gal's about my age, probably. Leeville. Oh, okay. More than 50 women in the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. That really does sound British, doesn't it? Hang on. Where is this? Let me look up where this is. Let's look this stuff up. Cape Breton Municipality. This Canada? It is Canada. Oh, out by Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island. This is where David Barnett is. He's on that other town. Wow, look at that. You guys are way out there. A lot of guys work out there. A lot of people on welfare out there. Where'd it go? All right, so this is almost practically to Greenland. Are asking themselves one question: where are all the single men? Kim McDonald, owner of Queen of All Hearts dating services, had no choice but to cancel speed dating events organized by the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Centre. Now you know you're in Britain when they spelled Centre. Last week after getting an overwhelming response from women, but hardly any replies from men. But she's not giving up on playing matchmaker. What else is a woman going to do? Code? Become a surgeon? Become an accountant? Why would you do that? That's work. Instead of finding matches for Valentine's Day, she now hopes to help bloom some summer romances by rebooking the speed dating events from May 31st to June 1st. The women who had signed up were really disappointed when I had to cancel it, so I'm trying again. She said, I'm a hopeless romantic. That's just who I am. McDonald from New Waterford, man, there's a lot of British sounding names here, had organized 5 speed dating events for different age and gender categories. What do you mean different gender categories? What? Guys and gals. I admit, yeah, okay, you might have gay. Okay, have that token, but how much marketing can you do? Not a big market there for the non-straight or the non-binary, including 19 to 30 years old, professionals age 30 up, same-sex males, same-sex females, and golden years senior. I'm going to make the same conclusion that I'm going to put an anchor here. So I'm going to make the same conclusion. Better Bachelor. Joker did Better Bachelor. You find him on YouTube. You girls treat men like shit. I'm being very simple. We're not going to, no, we didn't. Shut up. Okay. You treat men like shit. You believe in this bullshit that big is beautiful. You put no fucking effort in. You give no consideration to what men want. And then the occasional time that a date does occur, you can ask any guy right now, what's your dating experience been like? And they say hell. They say hell. I mean, I make the analogy. I'm not going back to Vietnam. Well, I don't know if you knew this by my age. I've never been to Vietnam. But you ask any Vietnam vet, hey, you want to go back to Vietnam? Ask any Iraqi vet, hey, you want to go back to Afghanistan or Iraq? Say no, because it was hell. It was not worth the time. Not only was it not worth the time, it was hell. It was painful. Whatever, and we're not going to go and do the autopsy. We're not going to find out why, right? But for whatever reason, it could be you read in the olden days, in the analog pre-internet days, you girls all read your Cosmo and Teen Vogue magazine. Matter of fact, you had Oprah and E. Jean and all these veritable evil, vile women and the 60s feminists telling you lies that men are bad. Okay, fine. And you played your mind games. Oh, whatever inherent in female, whatever it wasn't fun. You treated men like shit. How come did you here for what few women are listening? You ever stand a guy up? Did you? You did, huh? Did you ever give a guy your number? Now let's go way back. And then you never called him back, but you strung him along? Did you ever tease a guy, lead him on just because you thought it was funny? Well, there are consequences. Balance and everything. Equilibrium and everything. The laws of physics has to balance. The laws of economics have to balance. And the laws of human behavior. You don't have a father. Your mom's a single mom whore. You don't raise your kid. I wonder if the kid's going to grow up a little criminally. You invest time in your kid. Oh, you have to sacrifice. You actually have to invest time in your child. You have to discipline them. You got to spank them. You have to, oh my God, dads. Oh, holy shit, dads. You might have to teach your son how to do things like change oil or the merits of majoring in the right thing. Oh, never mind. No fathers do that anyway. Oh, I wonder why your son's a pussy. Wonder why is this soy boy out there with a mask protesting shit? Burning down your own house because you're a liberal. Oh, it's causing consequences. You girls thought that treating men like shit was going to be without consequences? did you make dating an enjoyable experience? I mean, I find it so idyllic. I talk to my grandma, and I look back and they're like, I even talk to my mom. We're not talking about that far ago. Oh God, we never stand a man up. Why would you know? That's horrible. The idea. I mean, Gen X, that started with this fucking sassy, like, I'm going to stand him and you make him chase me. I mean, even my mom, who's solid boomer, at least they had the morality. Oh no, you would never know. I mean, it was the idea. I saw her eyes. It repulsed her. Like, why would you do that? I don't know. Talk to your younger generation of females here. You thought standing man up, playing games, pulling the bipolar bullshit, throwing temper tantrums, being late, being obtuse, being obstinate, acting like a petulant little child, cheating on men. I mean, runs the gambit. What you thought that would go unanswered? You thought that was cute or whatever you're insane. You thought you're going to get away with that? And I remember, now, let's go back 10 years ago. I was talking to a buddy of mine who at the time was 45, my age. And she was shocked. Now, I was 35 at the time, and even I knew. This is when Cappy became captain. I got promoted. I had a cigarette. Yeah, fuck this shit. Where's my basil plant? Give me my fucking coffee. It's almost like men just don't want to date anymore. I'm like, yeah. Well, don't they want to find men or women? I'm like, no. What? Did you treat them like shit? Did you divorce men? Did you? Because this is the age. I'm of the age where most men have probably gotten divorced or about to get divorced, or their marriage is so miserable because wifey got fat. Wifey starts nagging and nitpicking, and I mean. And then if they get out of it, they're single. Then women are wondering, like, well, the golden years. What was it? Our time, not in our time. Oh, that's a BBC podcast. That's a great podcast, by the way. But there was like this baby boomer, like dating for seniors. Like, oh, throw it the fuck in. And now women wonder, where are all the good men? Not fuck the men, not good men. Just where are the men? Look, they've tapped out. They're gone. Hey, remember this guy? Let's go back. Let's be old school. Let's see how old school you boys are. You guys remember going to like a sausage party, right? It could be a nightclub. It could be a regular party. There was always this deficit of women. You're like, where are the women? Like, I thought they were half the population. What's going on? Like, this was very common in the 80s and 90s. Even the odds. Like, you go to a venue, like, where are the girls at? So the reason we came here, and you'd be like 3-1, 4-1 at times. Like, wow, man, this is a sausage fest. If I want to know where the girls are, who knows? I don't know where they went. I just presume they stayed home, or they were chasing after older guys who had money. I didn't know. But there was definitely a deficit. Now, unless they went to the ethereal world and warp time and space, I don't know where they went. They went somewhere. They were somewhere. They weren't there though. Now it's the same thing for the ladies. Now that they're in the 30s and 40s and 50s, or in our time, yeah, tickety tock. I guess you got like 8 years left to live. Go have fun with that, there, Gertrude. And now they're like, it's like, where are the guys? They're home. I presume it's the same thing. We just flipped. They're home. Oh, they're out running. They're out hiking. They're out doing something. They're not going to go to a club. They're not going to go to a bar. Oh, there's a place called Redstone. Oh, guys, look this up. You want to see something funny? I don't know if it happens anymore. This was like 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago. But there's a place called Redstone. It's this bar in Eden Prairie. It's like the boomer bar. And all these gray-haired men would show up and they put their keys on the bar. You say, Cappy, why would they put their keys on the bar? That doesn't make any sense. They got perfectly good pockets, and they're getting in the way of their food or the drinking. And just why would you have clutter on the bar? Because they'd make sure that their Mercedes sign was up, or the BMW sign, or the Bentley was up, because that way they told the gray-haired, crotchety women that they had money. And the girls would be like, oh, my goodness, let's go meet on seniorsdatingourtime.org. And I'm like, that's pathetic. But now I don't think it's, I think these boomers have moved on. I think that they've thrown in the towel. I think maybe the only comeuppance for those men that make it like into their 80s, you're in the nursing home, and like because men die earlier than women because you women drive us to a grave earlier. There's like 5 women to every guy, and then these guys get laid. But by that, I guess maybe. I guess the thirst is real. I don't want gray-haired, wrinkly vagina. If I made it to a nursing home, I put a bullet in my head before I made it to a nursing home. But if I was in a nursing home and all these girls are throwing themselves at me, I'm like, no. But that's it, ladies. There you go. You go be fat, be a royal pain in the ass, have lip, have attitude, be completely self-centered. He better think you're the table, whatever. It's simple negotiation. You're not considering, forget the sexes, forget the war of the sexes. You're not considering the other party or their interests. Oh, this guy, I mean, it literally is like women walking into a car like, I want that car. Well, it costs $10,000. No, give it to me because I deserve it. I deserve it. I am the table. Give me that car. And then the women are surprised that no one's giving them a car. So there you go. Obleski for 2 British pounds. When you cut your hair, buzz cut or crew cut? Probably a crew cut. Let's get through the super chats here. Juan Cabrera for $1.99. I was due for a recession. Business is booming. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Juan. I've been noticing your Mustangs you've been wrenching on. You obviously must specialize in the 80s and 90s Mustangs. I don't like their style, but you're putting them out there, man. And there's some demand for them. All right, let's get some more super chats in. And Cappy going to go. Hunter Alterband for $5. It's all 10 burned. Alton burned. Not Alton burned. Alton burned. Somehow I'm the only one that made it out. Confident man for $2. Is this for real or some kind of spoof? I don't know. What are you talking about? Give me some context, guys. Competent man for $5. Sports Illustrated did the same thing with Ashley Graham in 2016 as a body positive model for the swimsuit calendar. It was unbelievable. Who's Ashley Graham? Graham. I got a plus size model. Wait, did I spell that right? Ashley Graham. Yeah, plus size model. No. I mean, she got curves. I don't care. Does anyone watch Sports Illustrated anymore? I don't care. I'm starting to become more like Better Badge. Like, towel, here, throwing it in. Boom, done. Disengaging, done. James Rakin for $5. 6 foot tall. I don't like the 600cc or heavier motorcycles. Really? That tall? You don't like, I don't know. If you go smaller than 600, you're going to get a small frame of a bike. You'd be very uncomfortable riding. Too heavy on the knees. Recommendations for something smaller in a cruiser. Dude, it's 6 feet tall. I mean, you could start going cafe racers. I don't know, man. I've never really looked because I've never been a 6 foot tall dude. So I always look for something that I like. I really like the Honda Sabre 1100, but the one I got is like a 2005. So it's older, but try a cafe racer. Maybe try a more exotic, like an Indian. You're going to pay some money for that, but I don't know what you're going to get. 600C. You're going to need below that. You're going to go into like quasi moped area, and I think you're just going to be uncomfortable riding it. But there's motor. Go out there. Just go sit on one. Go test ride. I don't know, James. I'm sorry. I wish I knew, but again, I'm not a 6 foot tall guy. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more girls chasing after me, as we were evidenced and told by our good buddy Rose when me and the Great One went hiking. Oh, it was so funny. Listen to her talk. So is this guy talking about all these different guys? How tall was he? 6'1". Oh, okay. It's not height that matters. And we kept talking, and then sure enough, not one guy was below 6 feet tall. Like, how tall was he? Oh, okay. Stephen Ochoa for $5. I found 1930s home economics book at Goodwill. It's hard to believe that the average woman used to know all these skills back in the day. Well, they kind of had to. You know, I mean, there was the division of labor. You didn't have the technology. You didn't have microwaves. You didn't have all these time-saving devices. So you had to learn to cook from scratch. I was watching my buddy Lloyd make food. I was just amazed at his skill. Like, it's a skill. It's an absolute skill. I don't know why homekeeping or cooking or being, child rearing is so frowned upon. That is a real and legit job, just as important as the man's job, traditionally speaking. But you women were brainwashed to think it was oppressive and it had no value and it wasn't important. And I know. I again, threw in the towel. Don't care. No kids. I get to watch the show. Oh, who was it? Someone was just appalled at the lack of women's ability to cook. Like, they can't even make their own damn food. And we're not talking like for the man. Remove that. It has like just to support themselves. All they know is to go out and eat, to spend more money. Like, they can't even make themselves a meal. And I've been pretty fortunate, very fortunate now, because the GF is an amazing cook. But back in the day, I think most of the gals could they could apply heat to things. They could cook something. They wouldn't do it. They were too busy working because the career was all important. And plus the focus was the family back then. It wasn't the career. Now the gals today, they gotta do whatever. Don't worry about it, Steve. Come on. Ochoa, aren't there some old school Latina chicks that know how to make a good Latino meal? Latin meal. Here's your refried beans. Oh, get that. Guys, why? Does anyone like refried beans? I love Latino food. I love Mexican food. I love, and I do mean Latino because there's different types of food from different types of, but let's just say Mexican food because it's the most popular. What's with the refried beans? Why? Hey, it looks like your Uncle Herbert, who drank and smoked and ate too much bad shit, shat this out. Do you want to eat Uncle Herbert's shit? No, I don't. But it's refried. Why? No, why'd you fry it the first time? What is this? What is this shit? Get it out of here. My dog had an accident on this plate. No. Even at Alvaro's, the best Mexican restaurant in all the United States, maybe the world, over in St. George, Utah. Every time, you want refried beans? No, I don't want refried beans. Get that. No. Who eats this? You're in the United States. Upgrade. Put a side of coleslaw or just nothing at all. Coleslaw at a Mexican restaurant. Just saying. It's pretty gross. Dave 128. Men don't want to date anymore. Have you seen the cesspool of women on dating sites? It's painful, plain awful. Tats, multiple kids, short blue. Yeah, no, I know. And you're seeing, it's not like men are making the choice. Men are always going to be perpetually driven to date because of their genetics and their biology. That's the one of the strongest forces in the universe. But I was pretty hard on MGTOWs, and I still am on some main principle items. But I can see, especially Gen Z, like, yeah, man, just jerk off to porn. just jerk off to porn. I mean, it's one thing that they're not physically attractive, but then they got the attitude on top. I just jerk off to porn. Just there you go. I mean, really, now I'm wondering, are the girls who modern day porn, is it all going to be tattoos? They're all going to be fat gals. So then men are going to have to go to the old school days of porn. Like, they're going to have to pull up like 80s magazines or the 90s. But they're being forced out, man. Just is like, no. Mark my words. The engine of economic growth is female beauty because it incentivizes men to do amazing things. And if you girls don't want to be beautiful, you don't want to be hot, well, then expect your husband or expect the men to like just retreat into porn and video games because there's no reason to get up in the morning. That's it. Want to secure a good guy? Well, then also maybe learn to cook on the side. But this is all academic, Dave. You know this is me yelling, this is me peeing into the hurricane of trillions of dollars and decades of investment, training young girls and not so young girls to think that their career and that they have value unto themselves. We don't have to. I'm not going to pee into the hurricane. I'm just going to like blow this way. All right. How do I set up I'm going to put a wind turbine here to make money off of this. Big is beautiful. Yes. You go, girl. Socialism, uber alles, feminism. Yes. And you deserve 6'6". Poo-poo on Western society. Smoking weed is good for you. No, it isn't. Scrolling. Keep those doggies scrolling. Boop, 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 boop. Rawhide. Hit them up, move them out, head them in, move them out, head them in. Ba, 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 da. Rawhide. Dave, 128 for $5. No joke. In 2004, I had to show a chick how to make a grilled cheese and frozen French fries. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. My favorite is men, obviously, especially, I mean, this is the age of the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. And men get by just fine, you do your thing, you make your stuff. Then you run into a gal and you're like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Really? Because I went to your apartment and it was filled with cat shit in the litter box you haven't cleaned out and stank like hell. And you had crap all over your place. And I just really want to fuck you. But you're going to tell me about home maintenance and how to make things, huh? How'd I get here if I was doing it wrong this entire? Shouldn't I be dead if I was doing it wrong? Like, isn't that the fact I'm a reasonably healthy, well-fed male at this age, with my own place and equity in my home? Isn't that proof I've been doing it right? But, you tell me how I'm doing this wrong. Okay, yeah, you tell me. No, I'm all ears. Yeah, you tell me there, Miss Lady who's asking for a student loan bail. You tell me how I'm doing it wrong. Poo-poo on Western society, $2. Marijuana will replace women. Well, men are going to find substitute goods. They'll find video games. They'll find porn. They'll find marijuana. They'll find, I'm sure, other drugs. They'll find it. There'll be because what are you going to do for like 60 years of your life? What are you going to do? I feel bad for you guys. Like you can bust your ass off, make all the money, pull yourself up from poverty, build something of value. It could be a company. It could just simply be your house. It could be and you could like, hey, look at this. I did all this. And I know one guy in particular who's a very accomplished, unique individual. And it's psychopathic. It's insane watching like that guy's not good enough. What do you want? I've talked about the genuine hero I know. He could get girls to fuck him. He can't find a girl worth keeping though. And these girls would still stand him up. I'm like, this guy is 6'4". He's a master in jiu-jitsu. He's got a great masculine job. A real hero. I've talked about this as a real hero. This guy's a real hero. He put his life on the line. He saved the fucking day. And he still gets stood up. Hey, guys, throw in the towel. Better Bachelorette up. We're out. Out of here. Then when they go to speed dating, where are all the men? James Rankin for $10. Thanks, James. I make $55,000 a year with bonuses. A skilled man. I don't want to identify you too much there, buddy. Then I guess it's up here now. I posted. Never mind. He makes $55,000 a year with bonuses as a meat manager and butcher. Then my wife is a chiropractor and acupuncturist. Now she wants to act like a wife after 6 years of her career coming first. More than you make more. You make $55,000 more than your wife. Well, why'd you marry an acupuncturist and chiropractor? Unless like they're like really making good money and already had their establishment, their practice. Now she wants to act like a wife after 6 years of her career coming first. Dump her. Goodbye. I don't know. Do you want to go find another wife? You want to go back into you got position of authority. I mean, let her look. She wants to act like a wife. Let her. That's nice. I don't know. Sun's setting on our lives, guys. You know. Good buddy Josh. What's up, Josh? The PS5 will minimize the simping. Why? You think it's going to be that good of a video game? Guys are going to just like clock out? I mean, I don't know. How much better can the graphics get? The jump from PS3 to PS4, I was Xbox 360, Xbox One. Kevin McComber for $2. Most people are sheep and democracy is overrated. True. Holy shit, Fred. Jeez. Fred Larson. Where have you been? Fred, thank you very much. $100. A girl from high school just contacted me 12 to 13 years later. Now that I make 150,000 a year. Does she know that, Fred? Did you say I put a, hang on, let me take a break. I'm going to get more coffee. Fred deserves a little bit more. But I got to pee. I got to grab a coffee. Let's all take a break, but then we're going to pay attention to Fred because that's a hell of a lot of money. That's a lot of Pokeball. All right. Plus, who doesn't like a good story of revenge, even though it wasn't like you sought it out? Girl from high school just contacted me 12 to 13 later. So 13, 10, 20. So you're in your younger 30s. You make 150,000 a year. First chat. I heard you like women. Is there a grapevine? Fred? Hey, did you know Fred likes women? Really? That's about as much of a statement of importance and significance as someone saying, hey, everybody, I'm gay. I'm coming out. Like, no one cares. I'm gay. Did you know I'm gay? No one cares. You're perfectly accepted. You're not special anymore. But I'm gay. No. Good for you. We're happy. Go suck as much dick as you want. We're all here for you. Congratulations. We just don't care. But I'm gay. Pay attention to me. It's like that. Hey, did you heard Fred likes women? I know. Bob wore a blue shirt the other day. This is very, very high intellect woman you're dealing with. I heard you like women. Do you have a type? Thin? Big boobs? Red hair? They're that clueless. They really are. See, they know. In the back of their mind, they damn well know what men want. They're desperately hoping that there's something else you like that doesn't require work or effort. So you like the big, fat, rotund women with lots of debt and other men's children, right? Right? That's hot, huh? You like the big BBWs, right? No, we don't. Cappy, are countries like stocks, buy low, sell high? America may be overvalued. I hate to say this. For all of our problems, we're still the best horse in the glue factory. Oh, we're all going to hell in a handbasket. Are there, what's the word I'm looking for? Protectorates, enclaves like Monaco, Andorra, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, the Cayman Islands, Bermuda? Yes. The problem is you can't move there. You have to marry into it because a lot of those are basically kingdoms. Think Liechtenstein is a kingdom, and you have to marry into the royal family to be part of that country. Monaco, I don't know. Malta, I think, is something the same. And then you have the problem of like, oh, well, what about Bermuda and the Cayman Islands? You're stuck on a fucking island. Oh, you think it's great. Like, oh, let's sit here on an island. Me and my buddy went to Bermuda one time. No, Bahamas one time. And I'm like, oh, cool. I've never been to a Caribbean island. I was like, wow, I can't wait. This would be great. And about 2 hours, you're like, what the fuck do we do now? Oh, island is boring. Oh, man. So you get residency, and I hope you like sailing or something that gets you off that fucking islands and go sail to other islands. So if you're a good sailor, I could see why maybe you go down there. But no, to be truthful, Fred, this is damn good coffee, Fred. I'm going to have to remember that. They're kind of like stocks. Yes, you can buy and invest in different countries. Like, don't invest in North Korea. You could even say municipalities. I don't know if you guys knew this. Don't invest in Seattle or Minneapolis. But yeah, you could, where do you want to rest your head? And sometimes maybe you don't want to invest. Sometimes you just want to rent. Like Thailand, I don't think you can buy property in Thailand. Mexico, I think, is the same thing. I don't think you can buy property in Mexico unless you're Mexican, which I'm all for. At least they got some self-respect. No, you're not Mexican? Go fuck yourself. This is Mexico. I'm like, I understand. But you can rent, especially if you're a bachelor dude and you're making that kind of money. Just go to Phuket. Go to, not Bangalore. That's in India. Bangkok. Travel. Go chill out. Just rent. Like, live there. Like, what's his name? Theodore. Fox Day. He lives in Italy. He likes his Western civilization's post-collapse. So, you buy low, but America, it's not overvalued. We're the only real major player in town, and we're the largest. Well, one, we're the largest economy. Two, we're the least corrupt largest economy. All of our other main competitors are horrendously corrupt compared to us. We also have the military, and the world's got to suck our dick. Who's gonna rival us? I've said it before. I wrote an article. No one listens to me, but that would be the ideal time to print off money. Now, I wouldn't have just given it out as welfare checks like Trump did, which I mean, he's the biggest Democrat. He's the biggest socialist of them all now. Trump. But honestly, before doing that, you know what I would have done as Trump? Because we could print off all the money we want. I would have retired the student loan debt. But I wouldn't say of all the choices on the table. That's the last one. The second to last thing I do. The last thing I do is just give it to people. The second to last thing I would do is bail out the student loans. But if given the choice, student loans would just give people money, I would have bailed out the student loans. Because we shut the people up, and then, but with that would come strings attached. Like, we're never doing this again. The government is out of the business of lending money to idiot children from the suburbs and trash from the ghetto and the barrio who think they're smart and they're going to major in social justice and become lawyers. No. We're not giving you any more money. You go do whatever you want. Go do whatever you want. I've also talked about how I would make education free, but we're not going to go into that. But no, America is overvalued by traditional measures. We are a decaying society, but the globe is decaying because everybody thinks the government's going to save them. We're all going to become Africa, where it's not us, not our problem. It's those guys' problem. It's the big God in the sky who give us the money. Fuck. China, if they ever got uncorrupt, which they won't, until China came cracking down, China might have a shot, but they're horrendously corrupt. And plus, that's where the Wuhan flu started. So, yeah. But thank you for the $100, Fred. I really appreciate it. All that money will go to gas and lodging. I'm going out to South Dakota. So that's where your money will go. I like to give you guys an audited financial statement. I don't know what. Just so you know, I'm not like pissing my money like, yeah, I went to like drugs and whores. Although you guys would probably donate more money then. But no, the money goes to very unsexy things like the electric bill that I paid yesterday. Scott Lubke for $5. Walmart was selling masks that had freedom written on it. Kind of hypocritical. Hey, people, sheep are going to buy, Scott. The sheep are going to buy. So there you go. James Rankin for $5. She's a good wife. It just took her a while to realize her family comes first. Why? Why does it take people that long? Why does it take any time? Oh, I know why we brainwash women to think that they're the center of the universe and their career is so important and fuck other people. And I mean, literally, we brainwash women to think they're a fucking piece of paper that says, you sat here for a long time and studied stuff. Not hard, worthless liberal arts stuff, but you are educated. You are a good girl. Go buy $1,000 pair of shoes. Go buy a handbag. You are so smart. You are so successful. Stand akimbo, girl boss. I know. Why'd you marry her, though, James? I got to know that. Why did you marry someone? Did she play the game? Did she look like good wife material? Did she seem like she was going to be selfless and altruistic and say, yes, let's invest in a family, and I'm putting you first, you put me first, and that's how love works? She takes good care of herself and still looks good. Putting towards 40? Good. I'm glad she stays in shape. That's good. That's the first step. That just pisses me off. Because, like, how much did she deny the kids? How long did she shirk her mom duties? That's what I want to know. How long did she shirk her wife duties? Because career. So I try not to get angry. Just try not to get angry. I'm like, we're all going to die, people. Do you want to start making other people happy or not? And all you dumbass fucking pros, my career, my student loan, me. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies. That's really what women have become. It's like this island of women running around with their loincloth. What do you think the pink pussy hat thing was? What do you think these slut walks are? I mean, without men, I know, hey, we got the message, ladies. We heard. You don't need no man, fish, bicycle. We got it. Don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but have fun with that. Juan, I own property in Mexico. It's a pain in the ass. Why would you sell it, man? Come on. You don't have time to manage that shit. Are you going to go there? You're going to go back to Mexico? You're going to I can understand if you wanted to, like, if Mexico, God almighty. If Mexico got its shit together, what a fucking paradise that would be. There's mountains, there's canyons, there's the beaches alone. Holy cow. Maybe the white people ought to go down there and take it over. Invasion. Hey, remember 1847? We're doing that, but now we own you. Here's California. Go live up there in that shithole. All right. Cartels, how you doing? You're gonna go straight. Yeah, we're not gonna fight you no more. Yeah, just go straight. Pay your taxes, stop killing each other. You're gonna make more money, a lot less death. Well, it's up to you. It's just me. Yeah, let's sell it to those dumbass American motherfuckers. They'll fucking buy poison. They do all the time. Did you see them? All right. I don't know why. Juan, maybe you know more than me. Maybe our good buddy Atham knows. Maybe Mexicans know more than me. Why the fuck are you fighting the cartels? Why don't you bring them into the fold? Why don't you say, how much money can we make off these stupid Western motherfuckers? How much? And we all just have, like, Lucky Luciano. You guys remember Lucky Luciano? Anybody? The mafias, the different mafias in the different towns, and the different races, the Irish, the Italians, the Jews, whatever. I don't know if there's a Jewish mafia or not, but let's just go with it. It sounds sexy. They're all fighting each other. Lucky Luciano came in and says, we're not going to shit off. We're going to have it was like a conference. There was a table. And we're going to stop fighting each other. And we're going to form a cartel. And we're all going to have an equal vote here. It's going to be all very meritocratic, and we're going to make a lot more fucking money this way, and there's going to be a lot less death. Mexico, last I recall, is making $17,000 GDP per capita. That's a quarter what the United States is. You guys could turn that shit around. All you have to do is legalize drugs. Authorize the cartels. I don't know whether the cartels have the intelligence or not to realize that economic opportunity. I don't know. It's a whole different world I'm not aware of. It's just me as an economist pointing out Mexico legalized drugs and said, look, paying a 10% tax, okay? Stop killing each other. Stop killing innocent people. Stop killing. All right? Come to the table. Yeah. What does Cappy know? Josh, $5. I got an a-hole consulting question about my next career move. Please include Chad. Did the pricing go up due to the recent silly question? No, not for you, Josh. If I know it's you, I know you're not. Here's the thing. You don't even have to be Josh. You don't have to be like in. If you don't ask a stupid question, I'm not going to give you stupid prices. I got some questions, man, where I'm just like, fucking Christ. I got to interpret your question. Not you, Josh. I'm talking. That's why pricing has gone up. Unless you're saying you sent me the question already and I gave you a higher price. If that's the case, let me know it's you. Then I won't give you a higher price. I'll discount it. But yeah, man, I've had it priced against the stupid. I'm a pussy that lives at home at 32, but I blah, 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 blah. 5 paragraphs later. Oh, so I was wondering, how do I get the girls? $800 price quote. Kevin McComber for $2. How would you fix the healthcare system? For $2, I'm not even going to answer that question, Kevin. You know better than that. I would one of two ways. We'd either completely privatize it, or we would have single payer. One of the two. We're not doing a hybrid. Okay, we're not doing this mandatory and shit. No, one or the other. And I'd put it out there as a referendum. President Cappy would be a very hands-off, a very libertarian. What do you people want? You want this? All right, here's your poison. Don't complain to me when it doesn't work. That's how I'd fix the healthcare. We're doing one or the other, not both. Not hybrid, not this thing in the state system. No. And with my universal sales tax, you want nationalized healthcare? I guess the sales tax went from 22% to 38%. What? But I thought it was free. I know you would, because you're from the barrio, trailer, or ghetto trash community, or you're a privileged little white kid from the suburbs who majored in Marxist liberal arts over at McAllister College or the Carlson School of Management. Of course you think things are free, because you're a pussy. You've never worked or supported yourself. Why would you? But now you get to pay. Everybody pays. Sales tax. Oh, you need food? But you wanted free healthcare, didn't you? Free. Here's your extra 17%. You want to buy a car? 17%. You want to buy a house? 17%. You want to buy a boat? 17%. But I thought I'd get the free stuff because whatever. What are the demand? Oh, because vagina, because race, because disability, because made up gender. Oh, because you poor. I'm poor. I'm disadvantaged. I'm on a fixed thing because you're a boomer. Nope. President Cappy, man, coming in. Hey, 17%. Like a car dealer. Hey, 17%. That. You wanted that, right? You got your free healthcare, right? Well, now you got to pay 17% more on everything you buy. Everybody pays. We're all vested in. You wanted equity? Oh, does the left love equity? Here's your equity right up your fucking ass with a fist bigger than mine. I'm going to have to hire a bigger guy to get a bigger fist to shove it up your ass. DJ Aftershock, $5. How does one become Sheryl Sandberg and talk about empowerment and leaning in and sticking my penis I didn't have to have into other people's business? All right. Now, let me remove your comment so you can see what I'm doing, because I'm about to do something physical here. First, we all understand that to be an empowered woman, to be girl boss, you must stand akimbo like this with a black business suit and stand 1 foot out from the other and look serious. Like, do you want to be part of this club? We're part of a very exclusive club. We're all the standing akimbo in a black business suit women's club. And then empowerment occurs and the empowerment genie comes down. But to be Sheryl Sandberg, that's lean in. Now you are girl boss, right? You're standing here. You just walk, and you don't even walk. Somebody with a cart moves you around, so you never have to move that pose. Everybody sees that you are girl boss. Now you go to the meeting, and you lean in. See, you lean in because everybody just loves a Karen. That's all Sheryl Sandberg is. You just be this annoying, button your fucking nose into somebody's business. And what happens is you become the turd in the punch bowl and nobody drinks from the punch bowl. which I guarantee you is going to happen to every major corporation as they're going through like diversity, fuck profit, fuck efficiency, fuck producing a good product at a fair price to make everybody richer. No, they're all about diversity now. And oh my God, which minority or disadvantaged group's dick can we suck now? So they're going to get this poison pill Karen to sit on the board. None of them are going to be like accountants or engineers or anything like that. They're all going to be like CSR, HR, legal, some diversity and inclusion, and they're gonna be carted on the girl boss. And then what you do is you get in the face of every guy and gal who's like a real worker, has real serious shit like the engine of the company that makes the money, and you annoy the fuck out of them. And at every decision, every granular point along the way that they have to make a choice, you get in there. And your job as girl boss, as a Sheryl Sandberg, is to dump as much sand into the operating machinery of the corporation to grind everything down to a halt, to make sure everything is fair, everything is equal, all right? And that you demand a promotion for pouring sand into that engine. Never mind the engine's defunct, and now you've laid off 10,000 people because this company can't make a profit. But you are a girl boss, okay, Kevin? You are girl boss. You went to the Carlson School of Management. You have your master's degree in diversity and inclusion, and you got to make sure white males use 4 pieces of toilet paper to wipe their ass, but black females only have 3 pieces of toilet. So now we have to conduct a study and a commission as to the number of toilet paper per race, gender, matrix. Then you go to the Carlson School of Management, and they'll give you a thing on how to form matrices, and then you find out how oppressed different people are based on how much toilet paper they think they're allowed to use, even though no white man ever said, well, why don't you use 5? But no, the implied sexism and racism. And then you have a seminar about toilet paper usage and why minorities and women and those of you that are mentally disabled, those of you with bipolar, and those of you who have made-up illnesses, and those of you who also happen to think you're a quadriplegic sexual with your made-up sexualities, you can, and you fight back. You fight back at the patriarchy and the white supremacy by using 5 pieces of toilet paper to wipe your, what is presumably a huge black ass, which stinks to high heaven. Because are there any thin black chicks? Just wondering. Are there? Yeah, Candace Owens. Ooh, there are. Okay, now there are a couple, but they ain't lefties. There's a couple. There's a couple, but for the most part, no. There's just huge. I mean, do I have to look up obesity rates by race? Do I? And that's why black women use an entire roll of toilet paper. All right, that's not nice. That is wrong and incorrect. Women do use an inordinate amount of toilet paper. I'm like, what did you went number 1. Like, you ever go to, they didn't flush you? Like, you went number 1. Why is there more toilet paper than the normal shit I take? What's happened? Why? No wonder we're going through toilet paper so quickly. You notice how toilet paper came back? The crisis is over now. All right, so that's how you become empowered girl boss, a DJ Aftershock. Kevin McCober, $2. Why is a sales tax a non-income tax? Because of the ease of collection. This is an income tax. You have to have people report it. And there's so much room for fraud there too, by the way. Like, oh, I wrote off. I knew a guy, I can't mention who, and the IRS got him. He tried to write off his uncle's coffin. And he ran a company that had nothing to do with mortuaries. I don't want to mention what. He tried to write it off. He's like, they got me there. They got me. I'm like, dude, there's so much room for fraud. And it's a gray area. Yeah, of course, I always try to max out my tax deductions. I always consult Chad Elkins. I think Chad Elkins and my girlfriend want me to go to jail. Like, oh, yeah, you should totally write that off. I'm like, wait a minute. If I get audited, no, they're not going to audit you. I'm like, it's not what you think whether or not they're going to audit me. It's like, if they do I have a legitimate reason to write this off? So I'm very meticulous with my receipts and reasons why I write things off. But there's still some gray areas there. Do you want to fuck with, dude? I spend 2 fucking weeks a year dicking around with my taxes. All you guys, Be it you yellow, black, or white, you are children in his sight. Jesus loves the taxpayers of the world. Are you guys done filling out the fucking tax forms every April 15th? Filing your extensions? What if that went away? We could do that with a sales tax. Walmart, gas tax, it's all right there. You plug you don't have to, and it's also nobody's business. Nobody's business what you make on income tax. But that's why. Sales is so much easier for everybody. It's also equal. Everybody pays 17% or whatever the rate is at the state or local level. And also what I like about the sales tax, said it before, now you know the price of government. You got to get rid of all of the taxes. We consolidate into one tax, the sales tax. The Minnesota state sales tax is X. Okay, to pay for the grant money to go to the feminists to talk about masturbation studies at the University of Minnesota, to offer free daycare to all the single mom whores who couldn't keep it in their pants, to bail out the deadbeat dads and throw them into jail. What does that cost us? It costs us 11% of gross state product. Is that what 11? Okay, all right, now I know. And then everybody's vested. Everyone has equity. I know how much of you leftists love equity. Oh, now we're all vested in 11%. Do I want to pay 11% to bail out Frank or Jerome or Phyllis and go through we need drug rehabilitation programs. No, now it's 13%. I want free education at the University of Minnesota. Okay, it's 20%. Do you want to pay for Tina from Edina? Daddy, I'm so smart and intelligent because my high school teacher said I was, and I want to go help with social justice. So I'm going to major in social justice. Oh, that's good, sweetheart. You do whatever you want because nothing's too good for daddy's little person. Please get impregnated by a black man so I can raise a mixed race child when I'm like, my boomer age. Okay, you go there, dear. But I don't have to pay for it because I pay a 20% sales tax at the state level. Now on top of a 20% national tax, because you all want free health care or whatever. Not to mention maybe we want like roads or a defense system or something. I don't know. Regulatory or judicial system. All of a sudden you fucknuts. Hey, sales tax when we add up state, local, and federal is 50%. Oh, but you got all this free shit. Like the politics would go away. I'm not even arguing. I would, President Cappy comes in. The Cappy party. Hey, what's up, dickheads? And then like CNN, Captain Cappy, what are you? Hey, right there. Suck on this, fucking Anderson Cooper. Take this. I know you like that because you're gay. Shove it right up your fucking bald-headed, gray-haired ass. Go fuck off. Won't even bother with it. And like, all right, here's what we're doing. I'd be like Lucky Luciano. All right, here's what we're doing. Right? You all want this shit, right? Okay, so here's what the price is going to be. I've made it as simple as possible. I'm taking 1% GDP managerial fee for me, so I'll be the world's first trillionaire. Fuck off. And you can get what you want, but you're going to pay for it, right? That's it. There's no obfuscation. Oh, but the white people and the black people and the Hispanic people and the Asian and the Jew. No. We're all at the table now. We're all sitting the fuck down. We're all negotiating, and it's very brass tacks here, buddies. Brass tacks. You want to help out the single mothers? That's fine there, Nancy Pelosi. Just let's take a referendum on it. Do you want it? Okay. The American people voted yes. They do want pre-K taken care of. Now the national sales tax has gone up 5%. I don't want to hear you fucking bitching. I don't want to hear your clientele, your constituents. I don't want to hear anybody bitching that now diapers went up 5%. Everybody pays. Everyone has equity. There you go. Hunter for $5. I live in Rockford, Illinois. That is a shitty town. I think I can hear gunshots every night from some form of rioting. Really, in Rockford, the rioting out there? It is a shithole. Just get the fuck out of Rockford, man. Just get the fuck out of there. Fred Larson for $5. Trump is down big on the polls. I don't really polls. The same polls that said Hillary was going to win. Do you think the right SJW Sandy could tip Minnesota and other states red so he wins electoral college? I do believe if the Republican Party grew a pair of balls and started doing some mercenary advertising, like billboards, like 0 Republicans destroyed your neighborhood. Vote Republican next time. I think if they actually grew up here and got really creative, like Jesse Ventura did with his action figure advertising, they could win. Yeah, I don't know if they could win nationally, but I think they could win locally. I've said this before about Latinos. Like, okay, fine. I know you want all your relatives who spit out children they can't afford to come here because Magic Dirk, and you think, oh, we made it here. Now everything will be fine. Like, why is California and the Mexican part of town a shithole? I don't know. Maybe you have kids you can't afford. But come here anyway. All right, fine. Vote nationally Democrat. But locally, I think the Latinos are probably a little bit sick and tired of traffic and congestion. I think Democrats in general are sick and tired of people shitting on their streets in Portland and Seattle. So maybe vote Republican. I know it's not sexy. I know you don't get to jerk yourself off because you're not like virtues. I'm a good Democrat. I'm a good Democrat. I'm a good Democrat. I care about the people. I'm sick of stepping over shit. Have some self-respect. Now, I require some of you pussy liberals to actually grow a pair of balls, get a spine, stand up for yourself. But you vote like the blacks it wasn't even a black neighborhood that was torched. It was a truly mixed racial neighborhood. The north side I don't think they had anything going on, frankly. But anyway, if the black community and black store owners and immigrant store owners, that's who really got fucked. Look, the Republicans will at least send in the National Guard and shoot the fucking rioters. They'll protect your property rights. They'll protect your life. Now, they may not give you free shit. Oh, my God, free shit. Socialism will work here. We're in the magic dirt. But they'll make sure, like, was that a looter? Well, it was a looter. It's all right, Muhammad. Hope your falafel shop does real well. Me and the boys with the National Guard be here, get our falafels later. Remember to vote Republican. We're not going to give you free shit. We'll just make sure people don't steal your shit. How's that? Is that a deal? No, there's a great opportunity for Republicans to win. A great opportunity. All it takes is a ballsy Republican to walk in and say, Mayor Fry is a pussy. I mean, literally, I could walk in probably and take over the Minneapolis mayorship, mayorhood, mayordom, whatever. But you need every precinct to vote to have an effective city council. And that's where you're going to fail. Because the vast majority of people are just so wedded to their politics, they're not gonna have that happen. So, I mean, it would take a ballsy, like right now, I just walk in, like I had to go right to the black community. I just go right, hey, do you want your shit protected? Okay, no, that's not right. What happened to George Floyd? It's not absolutely no. We're gonna do it, but do you want your shit burnt down? And I wouldn't talk to the rioting little Antifa scum. I talked to like the neighbor, like, hey, Frank's barbershop. How you doing, Frank? You want your barbershop to stick around? Do you like cops? I know maybe you don't personally like them. Do you want to protect you? I know there's some bad apples. I got that. I understand that. But how was that rioting shit going on, huh? Was that fun? No. You all own your property. You all have a right to protection. You all have a right to safety. And I can't physically beat the shit out of Fry, but I would metaphorically I'm like, here you elected a pussy from Virginia who's never worked a day in his life, who told you what you wanted to hear, and is not capable of sending in the police to protect you people, right? I'm not going to give you free shit. I'm not going to give you free money. I'm not going to listen to your complaints like, oh, you're so oppressed because of this reason or that reason or this trait you were born with. No. That's not the job of the city, okay? The job of the city is to pick up your trash, make sure the sewers work, make sure the traffic is least congested, and protect your fucking asses, right? If you want to go beyond that, then go to a nonprofit, go to the state, go beg out. But I'm going to provide you good roads, as less traffic as possible, safety, and protect your property. This pussy over here is going to talk about diversity and all this other crap that apparently has not helped out any of the poor communities in the past 50 effing years. I'm not promising you that. A very libertarian politician, Cappy, would be like, hey, you got a problem? Somebody's robbing your shit? You come let me know. Oh my gosh, they disappeared. Where did they go? What happened? Are they with the lobbyist in K Street? I don't know where they went. They just disappeared. Oh, but I bet your neighborhood's a lot safer now. And I bet you his buddies who wonder where he went too, maybe had a talking to with the cops. And maybe they're a little bit more behaved. Oh, maybe we could have a nice bar, a little jazz club on the north side of the Twin Cities. And we go in, like people come over from across over Broadway. They come from northeast. They come over to north. Maybe there's a little Harlem Renaissance maybe going on because it's safe. Oh, somebody stole your stuff over at the 7-Eleven? What's his name? Oh, that's funny. That kid, we can't find him no more. Where'd he go? What happened? But that block's safer now, huh? Oh, very interesting. Mayor Cappy. Police need a lot more bullets. DJ Aftershock. Strong MBA lid in Carlson School. Girl boss. Yes. Oh, hang on. MBA Carlson feminist. Let's see what happens. Must include feminist. Please do. Elise Maxwell. I just want to see what comes up. Oh, come on. Just load. Poets and Quants. Carlson School of Management, University of Minnesota, 29. Hometown, Missoula, Montana. Undergrad, Minnesota Public Schools, Coordinator of Human Capital. Oval Woman. I continue to working on the growth and development of Oval Woman. Oh, she's the founder and CEO. That's too bad. She's a pretty girl, too. I am most proud of winning the Minnesota Cup Student Division. The Minnesota Cup is the largest statewide startup competition in the country. This competition gave me the opportunity to discuss the importance of normalizing women's health. Normalizing women's health. Who is against women's health? Fucking Christ. A vast sea of insanity and stupidity. With a large audience for both men and women, this experience showed me that the business community is ready to embrace innovation because beforehand it wasn't. Well, fuck. We don't want that. Innovation? Profit? No, get that fucking shit out of here. That supports women with menstruation, yeast infections, incontinence, menopause, and more. Okay. That just took a weird turn. I grew tremendously during this competition, and through that growth brought more attention to women's health. No, you didn't. Carlson School of Management, everybody. Go get your MBA at the Carlson School of Management. Honest to God. The fish are so big. They're so plenty. You just cast. You'll catch one. You'll catch a trophy fish. Oh, my God. All right. Adriano Ramos for $2 Australian. Would you ever get involved with the single mom? It's in theory, because after a while, after you get this is what Chad faces. Like he's in his 40s now, and that's all there is. I remember my stepdad saying, "Well, inevitably, all you're going to have is moms," because he's right. Women fuck, they screw, they have kids, and they divorce their husbands because that's like empowerment. Whatever. Maybe they don't get married in the first place because why the fuck would you? No, The paradox, me and Bacon at the goddamn Bacon, we've discussed this a little bit before. If you are a single mom, that's the first time a lot of pretty girls are ever forced through a galvanizing process to realize they're not the center of the universe. You get a hot chick because the world just orbits around them. Then you have a kid. Now, whether you actually love the kid or not doesn't matter. Now you have a responsibility, and genetically speaking, you are at least no longer focused necessarily on yourself. And so I've seen a lot of single mothers who are the kindest, sweetest women because they've just had that attitude knock the fucking shit out of them. It's gone. They all of a sudden realize that they're not the center of the universe and that other things in life is other people, namely their own child. Now, the paradox, of course, is that that's not you. You're not the center of their universe. You're never going to be. Child comes first, as they rightfully should, because that's their child. But so whereas now they're capable, single moms, I'll admit this, not always, but they're much more mature than party girls, because now they have a child, they have an anchor, and they have to grow the fuck up. But no, I can't. That's another guy's kid. I have to have some standards. No, fuck off. Fuck you and fuck off. You got another guy's kid. What the fuck? No. Now, if I was a single dad and I fucked up too, fine. But if you're a young man, you kept your shit together, you made money, you have some investments, maybe you don't even own a house, and here comes single mom Sue, like, well, my child, fuck off. No. I just can't. No. I got to draw the line somewhere. And this is it. No, not another man's kid. Terribly sorry. You made your choice. Go get out of here. Met some wonderful and great single mothers. Don't get me wrong. Some great. And you know what? Their husbands were complete dickheads. I get it. I remember. I was the product. My dad was an asshole. It's like, I could see why. No wonder you got divorced. Really? Multiple times? You? But you're such a nice guy. Come on. So I understand. But it doesn't change the fact, well, you got somebody's other genetic crotch fruit. And you know what? I'm sorry. That just is like a big, what do you girls say? Deal breaker? It's like, no. I mean, would you ever get sexually involved? Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, you're hot. Okay, sure. The MILF thing. Sure, why not? But it's sad because I know some great gals and they're all led to believe, well, you could do no wrong. And accidentally got pregnant. I don't care. When you get to be old like me, you look at your basil tree. Maybe that's my Japanese equivalent. Yeah, the Japanese samurai, they're always very studious about their bonsai tree. Jet from Cowboy Bebop. I'm butchering it. Maybe that's my basil tree. I find solace in that, but it's what if you, Molyneux made a great point. He said, like, before you hit puberty, girls were just like, oh, we don't want to play with you. Get out of here. We don't care. And like that freedom. What if you just never cared about women to begin with? And I think, and men inevitably get to that point when, in your 30s or 40s, you've dated enough. You're like, oh, this is what it was all about. Fuck this shit. I'm going back to my bonsai tree. I'm going to go take my BMX bike off of some sweet jumps. The simplicity. Hunter for another $5. Why is it that every south side of every city is poverty? It's not. No. It's not south side. No. Milwaukee is the north side. Minneapolis is the north side. St. Paul is the east side. St. Louis is the east side. Chicago south side. New York isn't. Well, Harlem did have a renaissance. Queens, I think that's on the north side, that borough. Is Queens even that bad anymore? I guess Ocasio-Cortez got elected. It isn't necessary. Philly, north side. Definitely north side. It's a burned out building. There's trash in the streets. Why isn't anyone picking this up? Oh, I know. Because diversity is supreme. Okay, look at that. Can't even pick up your own shit. All right. It's the white man, right? It's the white man that's the problem because you can't pick up shit in your own street. Portland, Seattle, that's all shit. Maybe it's white people. They just make things generally shitty all over. San Francisco. What's the bad part of San? Because you got a bay. That messes up the geography a bit. But okay, fine. You might have the ghetto. Is it Compton? Not Compton. What is that? Is it Oakland? But then the white people shit on the main peninsula. See? I mean, what are we talking poverty ridden? Are we talking liberal arts majors taking over parts of Seattle? We talking that? What is poverty ridden? It's not South Side. No, it goes all over the place. What's Atlanta's bad part of town? I don't know. I drove through Atlanta. It always seemed a very clean and nice city. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because there's only one interstate that goes through. I didn't see the bad part. There's got to be a bad part of Atlanta. But I was always impressed with Atlanta. I'm like, oh, this is a really nice town. Traffic is horrible. Ronan Boyle, $5. Captain, how much should a 22-year-old, in your view, have saved up? Do you think retiring is an option for Gen Z at 65 UK, as I don't think I'll ever retire? you should probably have nothing saved up at 22. You should hopefully have no debt, but you should be investing in your trade. What that is, it could be engineering. Again, we've gone over a million trades, electrician, carpenter, military, whatever. You should have nothing really saved up at that point in time. I'll grant young people that. But after 22, dude, throw whatever the UK version is of a 401k or an IRA. Toss a couple bucks in there, man. Even if it's $50 a month, which you can afford, toss it in there. And that's going to help it out. And then retirement. Retirement is an option for everybody if you're a minimalist. But retirement also for people who at least tune into this show is not an option because you will not have the mental capacity to retire. I will give that to my listening audience. Most of you are not going to be mentally able to retire because you love life too much. You're going to want to do something. Maybe it's not going to be slaving away at a job you hate. Maybe you go to a Lester Burnham and go work at the fast food joint. But I don't think any one of us is going to. I'm not going to retire. What the hell do you do? I already have enough problem with what I got going on now. I'm kicking around taking a real job. So I don't think retirement is an option for most of us. So you're not going to retire. What we got to really worry about is like we get incapacitated or get Alzheimer's or we get the stroke. In which case the Smith and Wesson plan, which I wrote about in Bachelor Pad Economics. It's very important. Retirement plan. Competent man, $5. What do you think of the theory that we are living in clown world? Well, we are living. What theory? Theory? I used to think that it was an attempt to explain the world, but now it seems correct. No, we live in clown. We've produced so much wealth within the Western civilization that now you see Americans, you see humans for their true form. Lazy fuckwits who don't want to work and are more than happy to live off of other people any which way possible without having to work. We print off more money, fine. We borrow money, not pay it back, fine. You're seeing humanity for what it is and why you need rule of law. You're seeing why capitalism is the only economic system because capitalism is human nature. And the second you start making, socialist compromise, well, we'll pay for this, we'll pay for that, people don't work. Very simple. People are scum, man. They're just organisms that want to live, and they will do anything, including living off of other people. Ideally, living off of other people, because they don't have to work. Rona Boyle for £2 British. I don't know if they're British pounds. There's the pound sign. I never want to have brats, unlike people I know of. I don't want to have kids either. Dude, I am so sitting every time in the past, man. .com bubble crashed. Oh, bought Bitcoin earlier. Oh, housing bubble crash. Oh, student loan crash. Oh, and now all these liberal friends of mine who still live in St. Paul, Minneapolis, who we go to, and they're white. They're white. I'm like, what? What were you going to say? What? Remember all the time you guys even yelled at me for being a Republican? I remember getting yelled at, viscerally hated and yelled at because I was a Republican. I'm like, no, we should privatize the schools. And just people hating me. White people, by the way, white people. What about this? You're just a Nazi. I don't know how many times I was called a Nazi, or I was a racist, or I was a bigot, or a homophobe. I'm like, oh, you're liberal and Democrat and white, huh? A lot of teachers. St. Paul Public Schools. Send your kids there, huh? Well, your wife is white too, or your husband's white. No, I'm no biologist, but I'm going to guess your kids are white too. And you had to send them to those schools for diversity. And now, your local neighborhood got torched, huh? No, please, by all means, tell me about your virtue signaling. Tell me how you're committed to how wedded are you to your religion of socialism? How wedded are you? Because now your kids are at risk. I love it. I got no kids. I don't know the meaning of kids, the meaning of life. No, I always knew I never wanted to have kids. That was the But now it's like, yeah, this is why. Even if I had kids with a non-white woman, it was a possibility. Charmin Michelle could have, hey, right here. Woo! Hey, how you doing? Let's go make some mixed race babies. No, let's not do it. Let's just practice trying. How does that sound? Sound good to you? Oh, it didn't. Oh, darn. We got to try again. Charmin Michelle. I wouldn't want any of my children, no matter what. Obviously, I love my children no matter what. No, you're not growing up here. You're not. Nope. It wasn't fun for me. I remember the 70s. I remember divorce. I remember the Volcker recession. There was a halcyon days of the 80s. Then I remember going to middle school. I remember seeing all these degenerate. Oh, you think, oh, Gen X is the hero. No, Gen X pieces of motherfucking shit need to die too. No kids. And oh, doobie dabby dabby doobie. I'm right again. I'm going to exit stage right. I'm going to my place in South Dakota with lots of guns. I'm going to smoke my cigar and watch you motherfuckers burn. Have fun having your kids. Have fun. Nope, I'm dead. I'm dead in 20 years. I'm out of here. But I'm going to have fun watching you guys suffer. Do not have the kids. Robert S., $5. When I move out due to parents' older age, should I let my coworker room with me? He's a millennial wuss. I can afford it alone, but I'm cheap. No, don't take a millennial wuss. No. If you do month to month, like, yeah, but I mean, have a conversation like, you fuck around. I mean, you could take them in, but like, you say, you fuck around, you give me any bullshit, you don't pay your rent, you're fucking out of here, okay? And film it, record it, especially if like he's a roommate, he's in your same domicile, because that's not the same as a tenant. That's a separate issue. And you got to check your state law, but I wouldn't. If he's a millennial, fine. That doesn't mean anything. I know we all pick on millennials, but if he's a millennial wuss, don't waste your time. Kevin McComber, $2. I'd turn the ghettos into a police state. I thought you were a socialist. I wouldn't turn the ghettos into a police state. I wouldn't. Once again, benevolent, hands-off managerial Cappy. What do you want? Let's take a referendum. You want the cops away? 60% said they want the cops away. I guess the cops are leaving. Bye. We'll have a referendum in 6 months. No. You don't get to bring them back in 6 months. You get 6 months. On your own. Let me know how it happens. Cappy cab. Strangeosity, $5. Do you think FACE and MLS is on point? What do you think of black pill theory? What's FACE and LMS? I don't know. What do you think about black pill? Well, it's not black pill theory. It's true. I wrote a book called Enjoy the Decline. Look, human nature is to be lazy and to fuck other people over. That's a great starting principle that should be taught to every young kid so they know going into school. That kid's going to try and fuck you over. That kid's going to try and fuck you. That kid's going to try and fuck you over. That girl's going to fuck you over. That girl's going to fuck you over. That girl's going to stab you in the back because you're a girl and that's all they have is knives out. Your employer's going to fuck you over. Your teacher's going to fuck you over. Your professor's going to fuck you. I'm your parent. I'm probably going to try and fuck you over. Your government's going to fuck you over. That's reality. You know, I've been in the enviable but hard-earned position of getting to the point where I profit off of people fucking each other over. The mafia, the drug cartels, weapons dealers, politicians, professors, they all make money off of fucking each other. Now, we used to have a system in the early sexist, racist, look at those funny 1950s Americana days where people had ethics and it was like Andy Griffith. How inferior. Like when GDP was growing at 5%. Poverty was just getting the ever-living shit. We could have had that. But now without a moral infrastructure, without a moral code of society, everyone's going to fuck each other over. And so you better get on that fucking train because it's not black pill theory. It's reality. I'm not going out the way I came in. I came in Poe. The Lord will provide. Worship Jesus or you'll burn in hell. Sit here for hours on days and have these bitchy fucking quanta high women yell at you for being evil and having a penis. Give money to everybody else, but you're... I am taking as much... These are the rules. These are the rules. Fuck everybody over. Those are the rules. Got it. hold my beer. And that's when Cappy broke out the gun of retribution and took as much money in from everybody as possible. Give him a comb or $2 because the problem with the U.S. is socialism. It is. The problem with every place is socialism. People getting paid not to work. That's it. Wizardly Wizard. Hey, we haven't seen him in a while. For $2, how do you not become beta bucks? You just don't spend your money. That's basically it. You just say no. Everyone was shocked I made my girlfriend pay rent. Excuse me? Oh, you have a vagina. You don't pay rent. No, you pay rent. Everyone's shocked. Like, hey, you're paying this. Thanks for dinner, sweetheart. You say no. You make the girl pay. That's how you don't become beta bucks. You don't get married. If you have a kid, like you're like, I don't know how much a prenup is going to help, but film things. We're not. No. We have equal custody of the child. We're agreeing to this right now, right? Okay. It's not proof, but the government may force you to be beta bucks, even though you may not be. Ed Wolf for €5. Only Cappy is not effing us over. I F you over, but I tell you I'm effing you over. I'm honest about it. That's why asshole consulting works so well. It's like, I'm a dick. I'm going to charge you money, and you're going to pay me. I'm going to yell and curse at you, but it's the truth. It's about the only honest, but I'm still effing you over. I like to think I am. Choice, North Carolina for $5. Cappy Cap, glad to see you are out of New Mogadishu, Minnesota. No more meetups in La Crosse, Wisconsin anymore. I'll make the trek to the Dakota sometime. Oh, yeah, I know who this is. It's a military guy. We had dinner over in La Crosse. I'm still in Minnesota. I don't know how many times I got to say this. I'm building a house in South Dakota. It takes a long ass time. Okay. There's a little bit of the who dang diggly do dang diggly doos out there. There's a little bit of Wyoming where I had to go through 2 other builders and they were dumb and unprofessional. That's not an opinion. That's the truth. I found a guy's got his head out of his ass. He's got hustle. Banker got hustle. Everybody got hustle with it, and we're moving it along. It'll be at least a year before I'm built. I thought I'd have a house in fall. I'm not going to have a house in fall. Again, it amazes me. Hey, here's all this money. Does anybody want it? No. And out of the way, let's make this process overly complicated so we never get to the money. Never get there. All right, that's it for Super Chats. All right. Truck drivers say they won't deliver to cities with defunded police departments in Minneapolis. As cities across the country are discussing defunding or disbanding their police departments, truck drivers are voicing concerns of safety. 77% of truck drivers say they will refuse to deliver freight to cities with defunded police departments. Truck driving is historically ranked as one of the most dangerous jobs in the country. That's why women don't do it. I'm sorry, just added that. In 2018, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported truck driving as the most deadly job in the country. Truck drivers have spent the last year on the front line of global pandemic and protests. Now, many are fearful of what might happen if police departments disband or are defunded. Truck drivers have been voicing their concerns on the CDL Life app after reading about their concerns. We asked drivers on the app, would you pick up, deliver to cities with defunded or disbanded police departments? Why or why not? As of June 13th, 2020, we had over 1,200 respondents, and 79% say they will refuse loads to cities with disbanded or defunded police departments. And then they go through the things there. So there you go. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Is that it? That's it. I'll close that out. Get that there. Get that there. Let us reset. There's no sponsors today. There's no sponsors today. I'll have a sponsor-free podcast. Dear great and merciful Coronachan, thank you for your non-sentient and zero fucks given truth. The teeth and threats that have been missing so much in the real world that are yet necessary for us to value life, acknowledge truth, and love our fellow man. May your nature continue to expose the evil and parasitic among us, the lazy and those that put themselves above all others, our slave masters who kept us enslaved, teachers who could be replaced by YouTube, and the stupid and unprepared who ride for toilet paper when there is none. Bless us, oh great Coronachan, and reward us, specifically those of us who were smart enough to have a 1-month supply of toilet paper and who stocked up on 556 ammo as a matter of basic insurance policy. And may thine blessings come in the form of lower acid prices, less boomers, less traffic, cheap gas, and near-free airline flights. In thy name, Wuhan, Wuhan, amen. You're all free. No, I got another super chat. Damn money. Power of Truth for $5. What do you think is going on behind the scenes in diversity departments after Floyd's protests? My company sending vague emails about the situation. In corporate diversity departments, it is predominantly scared white people with empowered minority people that have been hired through affirmative action that are disproportionately populate said departments. Now, this is their time to shine. And they're scared shitless that if they don't get on this, they are your Gen X, mindless Carlson School graduate MBA types who know no concept of hard work or marketing a good product at a fair price. It's not about improving products. It's not about lowering prices. It's not about increasing standards of living for everybody. Like, hey, we can lower prices by a nickel. If we do this, we can outcompete our competition. They are all rushing to virtue signal out of fear that if they don't put up some damn thing about how, hey, we don't hate black people. Really? No shit. Because I thought you did. It's now a firestorm as to who can virtue signal the most. And notice how their donations aren't really a lot. I think it was Betterment or Wealthfront. We're donating $100,000 to Black Lives Matter. I'm like, why are you like, you really want to do something? Why don't you put together a reparations fund? You all donate a couple billion, huh? Like if you really cared about black, they want reparations, right? Well, why don't you put together a reparations fund? Why don't all the corporations do that? They're not going to. This is all marketing. It's all shtick. This is why business majors need to be dragged out in the street and talked to. Maybe they go visit the same place where lobbyists in K Street are. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere. Maybe they go to the same place. It is the most hypocritical, and I wish, our black brothers and sisters would wake up and realize how condescending it is, how insulting it is to them that they're doing this. But that's what they're doing. They're like, how do we make it look like we're not racist and capitalize on the death of George Floyd? That's what they're doing right now. These are vile, scummy people. So it's a perfect firestorm for them. Your diversity inclusion majors who are now like, oh my God, it's our time. And they get to stick it to the white people. And then there's the white people who are like scared shitless, like, oh, but then I was like, hey, wait a minute, we can make profit off of this. Making profit off of George Floyd's death. Hey, I don't tell you what you like to hear, but I'm honest with you. I never know. That's why another thing I have a distaste is I don't want to like write a lot about the protests. It's like, now the guy got killed. And this is bad. And like, oh, what does it mean to do it? I have some articles, but I've hold off on them because I'm like, do I really want to make profit off of this? I suppose people are talking about it. So that's what's happening. Miguel Angel Casillas, $2. Drivers just carry gun and shoot threats like Fast and Furious. Yes, it's just like Fast and Furious. For the last time, but never again, but one more time for family. Akeem McCoy for $5 Canadian. Much love from London, Ontario. Enjoy watching your show. I honestly don't want kids, and hard work is not promoted. It's vilified through tax. Yeah, well, tell your fucking pussy soy boy trust fund. I want to use the word. Mr. Trudeau. I'm sorry, Akeem, man. It's not your fault. Like, you and Rich Cooper, Rhinestone, all these good Canadians I know. Like, your countryman just voted for, with his father, Pierre Trudeau. And you got his son. I mean, what the fuck? But your womans and your fellow soy boy country, they just can't get enough government money, can they? All right, that's it. Questions, answers, ASOConsulting.com. Cappy's got to go ride his motorcycle and get a new tire. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.